Oh, Jesus.
DTF.
And we are finally live. Of course, almost had the total meltdown earlier today because the computer needed a Windows update. And I know Fresh's went like crazy, and fortunately, mine didn't take too long. Like 15 minutes, I was done.
Lucky.
So welcome, everybody. Oh, shit. We got Eileen in the chat. So Pippa and Eileen and getting ready to get double teamed.
She knows we're going to have Christmas drinks.
Oh, hell yeah. Got a vaping trucker out there, and he has donated a drop dead RDA to the cause.
Nice.
So that's going to be in the prize packs. Shoestring Tom out there, Alan Gorby, Gareth Martin, Courtney in the chat, Ian Thomas, Bigfoot. He was hanging around early. He came in pretty early. Socrates, Beep Beep, Al Ben, Scott Miller. I think I saw Emily out here, ML Nikon. There was a whole bunch of chat going on while we were behind the scenes. Cool. Yeah, if I missed anybody, I'll try to catch you. So here we go. We are 1 week away. You got 1 week to get your donations in and get them emailed. All the links are in the description. Go over to St. Jude, hit them up. Sin's out there. What's up, Sin? Train Sonic. Adam's in the chat. But yeah, you got 1 week to go over to St. Jude's. Donate. Every $5 you donate, you get a spot and chance to score. Email that receipt to daytimefrank@gmail.com and I'll get you in there. We got that drop dead. We got a bunch of these Sigelli J80 mods, courtesy of John Carlo. Nice little mods. You know, little internal batteries.
Yeah, a little pocket mod.
Yeah, little pocket mod. Exactly.
For a little MTL setup you pop on there, man. Those are nice.
Got 5 of them to give away, so there are gonna be 5 of them in the packs. And this thing's cool. This is courtesy of Tommy Vapors. It's called the X Pipe mod from JP Vape.
Comes that is nice. Little
cardboard packaging here. You got little fake grass in there. And you take it out and then really double bagged here. And I don't know if this is stab wood or what it is, but a nice wooden mod. Got a fire button here. You got your USB there. So it's, I guess, unregulated with protection, you would call it, because there's no chip or anything. You know, it's a single 18650. You got your 510 there. And it's pretty sharp.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, Bobby Lane's in the chat. What's up, Bobby? Rufines is out there. What's going on? Let me put that in the right package here. So got a bunch of coils from Nathaniel Parsons. There's like 8 of these in each pack. There's 2 of them. They're 316 aliens, 28 by 3 by 36, and another one Nichrome 80, 28 336, all 3mm. So they work out good with them cotton threads. You just stick them in, thread it up.
I love cotton threads.
I know.
Me too.
Who am I calling a double bag, Eileen? Well, you and Pippa. Jeff Lawson, what's going on? Yeah, it's everyone that don't get a chance to win that thing. I have no idea the value of it. I've never seen one before, but it's really cool. And that's courtesy of Tommy Vapors. I said Country Living sent a bunch of stuff. I should have that tomorrow. Let's see what else we have. Emergency Vape Stash. I ran into those guys yesterday at a vape showcase, and they donated 4 bottles. Well, it's their new line, the Volume 2, I think it's called. So I didn't bring it upstairs. So I figures brought everything else up, but didn't bring that up. So you got 4 bottles. Are all 3 milligram, 100 ml bottles, 4 different flavors, and it comes with a hat. So they wanted to throw that in. Deep cuts. You have 2 resistance packs. I'm going to ship directly through him because he's going to need your shirt size and your nick level. That's the shirt I wore last week and wore it yesterday. If you see on Instagram,
that's nice.
Those shirts
that's very nice. Yeah,
they're cool looking shirts.
And I've heard the juice is pretty damn tasty.
It's good. That dragon shake, that shit's good. And I I had to tell Eric yesterday that I was like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, what? He's like, I've had the same song stuck in my head all goddamn week. Psycho Crueler. That's this. and he's like, yeah, only people our age actually get that, you know?
Yep.
The lizards out
My band
there
covers that
watching.
song.
What's up, Aaron? Yeah, I like the recipe Aaron put out yesterday for
Yeah, I did too.
The John Connor one?
yeah, John Connor one. That I liked it because there's something I can mix and it's easy.
There you
Let
go.
me put it up. Let me see if I can find it because I thought it was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Find
Nothing
it.
wrong with strawberry milk.
Where did he put it?
It's my ADV.
Which strawberry milk was it?
Hang on,
Oh,
I'll find
let's
it.
just say strawberry milk. Never mind. Oh my gosh, my bad.
Yeah.
I got strawberry milk on the brain because I got the new Delosi strawberry milk everybody's been talking about, so that's why I got it.
How's that sesame strawberry milkshake? Anyone try that?
No, you're the one that got it, and you were
Yeah,
all
I haven't-
excited because
Yeah,
I
I haven't
didn't
mixed
have
it yet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Vaping Buckeyes out there. What's going on?
That's the problem with our community. We look for them obscure flavors and then we make good things with it. And then it's like, well, nobody else can make it now, though.
Exactly.
Exactly.
100%.
Oh,
100%.
Sinan got this too, the Delosi strawberry milk.
Yeah, Emily says she's got it too.
Addy Tooney, he's been using it. He likes it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I got it.
Toonie
Addy
approved.
Tooney, he liked it.
Yeah, Pippa
Well,
says
Abby
that,
says
that
it,
the,
that's
the
fine.
Bite Me recipe is amazing in her opinion. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, so maybe we can share that too. Bite me.
Yeah, I'll
It's
throw
number one on the charts, by the way.
I'll throw it
Yeah.
up. So yeah, this is Aaron's. He did this in honor of the gentleman John Connor, who has done a lot of good work for DIY Down Under. Kind of acknowledge all that he's done for that group this year. So this is what he put out. But it's a nice, simple, mix that I guarantee you is tasty as shit.
Oh yeah.
And you could easily sub out that ice cream if you're a pepper taster.
Yeah, you can use Cap or you can use
Flavor West.
liquid.
I
Yeah,
like
Flavor
Flavor
West.
West.
I wouldn't go with the liquid bar because that's more buttery than ice cream.
Yeah, I like Flavor West when I'm gonna sub some.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Flavor West would work here. I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Or
Yeah, cool.
Cabela's. I mean,
So let me see if I can find Pippa's mix, and we'll pop it up there. Since Pippa is pushing,
yeah.
it is
We're
good,
gonna
man.
shill. We're gonna shill for her.
We're gonna chill for you. Pippa.
We're gonna,
Us
we're gonna
heifers,
pimp that shit.
we're gonna help you out, girl. All right, here we go. So it's one of the most delicious bakery and fruit style recipes. I'm sorry, but it really is good. So here's the deal. I think if you are a fan of Dinner Lady, their blackberry crumble or berry crumble or whatever it is, I think that this will be totally in your wheelhouse. And she does
Yeah, she stole my concentrate. Let's just put it that way. Let's just throw it out there.
She's a heifer.
go ahead.
So she
Go
does
ahead. Yeah, she's a heifer. Yeah.
she does a nice job describing it. So, but here we go. Our all-time favorite boysenberry at 0.5. She likes this jungle flavor forest mix, and of course, I don't have it, so I have it out on order. Uses that at 1%. Inaware Shisha, most people probably have that at 1%. Jungle flavor strawberry sweet, which is one of probably the better top 3 strawberries out there, I think. And then this is the missing link, right? This wild berry cobbler. This is the one that Tammy says that she stole, because people don't really think about it, right? It's not a flavor you're probably going to necessarily go out and necessarily pursue, but in this mix, it's key. And then the wow adds that sort of texture to it, and then the Yes We Can cheesecake is your creamy cheesecake base. She does a really nice job describing it. So yeah, man. This is a banging mix, and I'm waiting for my flavors.
It's a banger.
It's a banger.
Get a banger. Does she get a tip or the whole thing?
Oh no, that's up to Frank. Frank.
I think so. Pip will get the tip. Eileen will get the whole thing.
There you go. There you go.
Always keeping the ladies happy, Frank.
Yeah, you gotta leave the Santa hat on for her, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all. All right.
With Emily God milk could never Jeremy
What was
killed.
that?
I'm looking at what Pippa and Emily were talking about, but I guess that's because of Skittles God Milk. Yeah, I was trolling Skittles pretty good the other night when Stopgap, where he actually stopped the show and yelled at me. So I was like, I did my job. I did my job. He had Fresh on there.
My work here is done now.
Yeah. That fun. That show's just so much fun to just troll. That's the only chat I ever troll. Is that one, and it's fun. It's a funny show.
Well, they just call for it. I mean, the whole format of
yeah.
the show, I mean, just the whole thing calls for it. Agreed. All right. So anything else anybody wants to talk about? How's everybody's week? What's going on? Courtney, welcome to our show. Nice to have you. I'm glad you could make it.
raccoon this week.
You
So
hit
we
a
got
raccoon?
repairs. Yeah. We have a
Those
velocity.
will damage your car big time.
Yeah, we're talking to the insurance people, but it's a
Yeah.
Veloster, so it doesn't sit very high off the ground.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, yeah, that'll get destroyed by a squirrel.
Yeah,
Small.
yeah, especially at highway speed in the fog. So yeah, our bumper's annihilated.
Uh,
That's what I get for buying a newer car. I never did it before in my life, and it's like, oh, animal magnet now.
Oh yeah.
all
Oh,
right.
that's like yesterday. I drove the new Cherokee down to Charlotte and back, and I was as nervous as a whore in church. I'm thinking, if someone's going to come into me or come into my lane, and that almost happened about not even 5 miles from the venue. I'm getting on Independence Boulevard, and it's like there's left-hand merge from the southbound side, right-hand merge from the northbound side. One guy in an old Blazer decides he wants the same lane I do, and we almost came together like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you get really protective of your car once you finally break down and buy a decent one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if it was in my pickup, I just was swerved into him. It's like, I'm going to kick your ass, motherfucker.
Yeah, we have an Explorer too, an old Explorer. If we'd have been that, I would have just been like, oh, good. And you aren't getting in my trash.
Yeah.
all right. Anybody else? How's your week going, Moose? I see you're still in the homestead there. Haven't moved out yet.
Unfortunately. But we'll be moving out literally the day after Christmas. So that's how we'll be
wow.
spending Christmas.
Oh, I hate moving.
Me
Nice.
too. I
I
despise
just
it.
started overnights last night, so I'm barely here.
Oh, was last night your first night?
Yeah,
Oh,
first
fuck.
night back.
I worked nights for almost 10 years. It was horrible. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
definitely shave some years off of your life there, but
It just messes with your body altogether. I mean, I've heard women say how they gain weight when they're working overnights because their eating cycles is all screwed up and everything else, and your sleep cycle, your circadian rhythm gets all out of whack and everything. And
Oh, men gain weight. Don't you worry, Frank. It's not just
Yeah.
women.
Yeah,
No, it's horrible. No, you're right.
yeah, Beth did that for the last 4 or 5 years when we lived in Jersey. She was 7P to 7A.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the older kids were old enough to keep Paige alive because I was on the road most of the time.
Keep the child safe.
Yeah. Now that everyone's older, we're hearing the stories.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
I mean,
just,
and I'm a bit used
locked in
to
her
it.
room with a box of Cheerios, and we were all getting high in the basement. Like, oh, fucking awesome!
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm a bit used to it from performing because it kind of just the hours of when people want to see fire stuff
Yeah.
is usually at the wee hours of the night. So, but when you do it every night and stuff, it definitely starts to take a toll. Not last year. I didn't do it last year, but the year before, I did a winter of overnights, and I got really sick.
Yeah.
Really badly sick. It was either food poisoning or working overnights, and I was out for like a week. It was bad.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
Yeah, we overall had a good weekend. My stepson and his new girlfriend, they were in for a few days, and she might be a keeper. She's better than any of the other ones he brought around. I mean, this one seems like you actually kind of trust her that he's not going to walk in and she's getting gangbanged or anything.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Oh, hey now.
And she's intelligent, college educated. She's got a good job. It's like, yeah, you did good with this one. So hopefully this one sticks around.
Good.
Yeah. All right. we want to start talking about some holiday flavors.
Yeah.
You guys can talk about holiday flavors. I'm just gonna cringe in the corner over here.
Oh.
The Grinch, what? Every Christmas has to have a Grinch. I guess you're gonna be ours, Moose.
Cringemas flavors.
Well, what's everybody's favorite, I guess, like holiday dessert this time of year? Either you're gaining the 10 pounds during the holidays and you're snacking on this all through the season, or something like some big dessert you have either on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or anything like that.
Cereal, cheesecake, cereal, cheesecake, cereal and cheesecake, cereal, cheesecake.
My mother always makes a chocolate cake, always. And it is the best chocolate cake ever in the entire world. I'm sorry. So if you guys have the best too, my mother's is the best. So no, it's like chocolate inside, and then she pokes holes in the cake part, and then she pours the chocolate fudge icing on top, so the icing goes down in the middle of the cake. So when you slice the cake open, you have fudge like all in the middle of the cake, and then so when it hardens, it's like fudge frosting. It is like the most amazing. It's like, okay, orgasmic. How about that? That's the best word I can think of.
Is that why you got off the other medication? This way you can have that orgasmic.
Yes, that's it. Well, one of the reasons.
Well, I just saw one in the chat that Gareth Martin mentions Christmas pudding and custard. What is Christmas pudding? I mean, I guess that's something we don't.
Yeah, that's we don't
experience over on this side of the planet.
Is that like
what would separate the pudding part from the custard?
The pudding's cake in a lot of places. Like figgy pudding's actually like a cake. I noticed, which is like ordered from chefs. Like it because when they came out with that biscuit and gravy mix at first, before they started showing pictures, I'm like, why in the hell would anybody want to vape biscuits and gravy?
It's a different biscuits and gravy than what we think of.
Yeah.
So it's been fun learning, the language barriers there.
Eileen doesn't understand that word, orgasmic. I'm sorry.
That's because she hasn't been around here yet.
There you go. Go sit on Frank's lap and he'll explain.
Yeah.
What's Emily? What is Christmas crack? What is it? Is it a food or is it a vape or is it a recipe?
I've heard of it, but
it's pretzel. Isn't it pretzels and?
Isn't like chocolate covered pretzels and some other stuff thrown into it?
I thought it was toffee covered.
It might be toffee, yeah.
Crackers with chocolate.
Yeah, toffee on a cracker. Okay.
Toffee on a cracker. Okay, yeah.
Usually.
No, man.
Yeah, yum. A lot of chocolate. But what's so bad? I know I'm not a good chocolate vapor, so for me to recreate my favorite Christmas desserts is not such a good thing. I would rather vape my not so favorite Christmas desserts. Does that make sense?
Yeah, me too.
Like I love to vape things I don't usually eat.
And I'm a chocolate snob. I don't know about you. I can't get any of my chocolates to taste like I really like my chocolate in real life.
Exactly, yes.
Like, screw it, I ain't vaping it.
Well, I'm hoping my recipe today, I'm thinking, it's pretty good off the shake. And after a few days when all the chocolates come together, I think I might have something decent. It was confident enough that I actually put it up on ATF. So.
Yeah, I got your other one. I gotta vape it too. Your cozy by the fire.
It's chocolate mocha. Yeah, that is good.
This looks really good. This Christmas crack, man. Let me show this. Shit, I want it. I want it now.
I usually make coffee toffee.
Show us. Let's see if we need it.
So you got the saltine. I don't see. I guess they didn't use toffee on this unless it's a layer of toffee and then a layer of chocolate. But Jesus, that looks.
Ooh, I could see that being a vape easy because it looks like it has some white chocolate in there, or maybe a little coconut.
Saltine toffee candy. Okay.
But I don't know saltine. What would you do for saltine?
That, as a cracker, you'd have to find a pretty dry cracker base. What could we use, Moose?
Graham cracker clear.
Yeah, you could go
It's
that
like,
route.
it
That
doesn't
wouldn't
taste
be
like a graham cracker. It's
chocolatey.
like bread.
Now, I can vape a chocolate vape that's not that's not all chocolate. It's just a little chocolate, you know, in it. So yeah, that would be a good one.
Huh.
Yeah, it
All
does.
right.
Yeah.
That would be a
would
winner.
be good.
That would be a winner. If someone come up with that one, I'm sure Emily could probably nail it.
Australian
Oh yeah,
chocolate.
she could do it.
Yeah, Hankston's Australian chocolate would
Mhm.
work in there.
I like it.
That vape train chocolate base too, that chocolate base clear, that's pretty nice. And that was a dark chocolate.
Glamour chocolate.
Eggnog, Frank. Moonshine and eggnog.
He can
Yeah,
hook
I
you
see
up.
that. Hell
Hook
yeah.
you up. I'm all about it. That's right.
Yeah, I'm not a big eggnog fan, but you throw the moonshine in there, I'll be a fan of it.
I get
Yeah, I may hate it the next day, but at least that day
Yeah, the next day.
Spiced
maybe in
rum.
a
That'll be
couple
heavy.
hours afterwards. You might.
closest I've ever come is Everclear, and that was good enough for me.
Oh,
Oh,
DIY down. Pippa's already got it done. She's
Yeah.
got it right there.
Of course you
Mullenberry.
Cookie Bite. Oh, see, but we don't have this Cookie Bite. She has it. She just got Cookie Bite from Mullenberry, and she's saying Glamour Chocolate. Oh yes, salted caramel
Mm-hmm.
and Moran cream cheese. That
Yeah.
would be a start, but we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a start. Yes.
I
Very
don't. I've
good.
never had Cookie Bite, but I don't know that that would give you enough separation, right? I mean, wouldn't that
That
just
wouldn't
kind of
give you a cracker.
wouldn't that blend right into the chocolate? Like I don't think you'd get enough separation with it, but I could be wrong. I've never had it.
Yeah, Sin has candy cane pie, Oreo crust, white chocolate and white, chocolate and white chocolate fillings, whipped cream icing flavor with candy cane and candy cane bits. Ooh.
Ooh.
I would eat it. I would eat that, but I wouldn't vape
more.
it because I can't vape mint.
You can't?
Nah, I'm not a fan of it. That's like, Dark Horse. Everybody loves it and it's
I
made
love it.
well and it's great.
Yeah.
But that's why the 115 or 118 and 120 ml bottle that I've received from Dawn is coming It's going to Jersey. It's going to Mary Beth's house.
Nice.
It's already packaged up with something else and it's going out tomorrow.
Sweet. All right.
Mexican wedding cookies. Aren't those the white powder cover?
Is that what they are?
Who is that a mix?
Well, wedding cookie. When I think of wedding cookies, I think of white covered cookies. Those powder cover cookies, but I don't know if that's Mexican wedding cookies.
I don't know.
Hi, Alfred. Pudding.
Oh, what's up, Pud? Yeah, he's shown his face for the last week.
Oh, he's a handsome dude.
Did Jen make him show ID before she let him on the show?
Yeah. No, but that's what they are. They're the powdered covered cookies. That's what Emily just said. And
okay,
with pecans in them. Pecans.
Wait, what is it? Wait, say that again, Tammy. What is it?
The Mexican wedding cookies. They're those cookies with the white powder on them.
Oh, I love those.
Yes, and they have pecans, however.
Oh
you say
yeah,
it.
they are so good.
Inside, yeah. Those are good, yeah. My dad
Awesome.
used to get those all the time. That's how I know.
Cool.
He loves those things. Okay, so do we want to talk?
Yeah,
what
man,
makes
let's
this
go.
people-
You want to go? You ready to go?
Man, let's go, man.
Let's go, man.
No. Why
You
don't
don't
we
want-
give a?
Our guest. You want
I
to
don't
give
know
our,
if I have mine up. Mine's not
Okay.
ready to go.
Let's let our guest go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have yours up and queued up there, Courtney? You're muted, sweetheart.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, sorry, that would help too.
If she's like me, she's like, how do I share screen and all that good stuff? And
I don't know how to share a screen.
All right,
Okay,
well,
I'll find you. I'll get you.
yeah, I had
Yeah,
it queued.
it's
Did I
okay.
have yours?
You have it queued up?
We'll race for it. We'll see who can get it first.
Sorry, guys. You had
No, hey, it's all good. It's all good. Oh yeah, look at that popular new recipes. Bite Me by Stars and Clouds.
yeah, that heifer.
I put
Yeah.
it on the YouTube chat. Is that where you want it?
Damn heifer. Oh, here we go. Irish cream soda.
Yeah, you got it. All right, cool.
Yep, I got it. All righty then. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's sort of a Christmas one and sort of not. That picture is actually the bottle of the stuff that I had and bought in the store. It was one of them special buys they had for the holidays. And as soon as I drank, I was like, oh my God, that is so good. I got to make this.
It's a great picture.
Yeah.
And,
And this is going out to you, Miss Eileen. Just saying, Irish cream soda. Shout out to you, baby.
Well, and then like JJ had talked me into trying the TPA Irish cream. So as soon as I smelled it, I'm like, oh, I gotta use that one. And then I don't know, as I was drinking, I'm like, this tastes like holy vanilla, butter rum, cream soda, and that Irish cream. And it ended up almost exactly like I wanted it to. I did end up going back and making it a little bit stronger the second round. But it may not be quite holiday-ish, but it's my version of the holidays.
No, I love it. So I've never used LA butter rum, and I've never used Flavor West cream soda.
It's good. LA butter rum.
Yeah, they're both really good. The butter rum, you gotta let it sit for a day or so, and you want to keep it low because it smells really strong out the bat. Yeah. And then
Rant loves that butter rum. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I like the cream soda, but it kind of needs a little filling out. It's a good start for a cream soda. It doesn't really have the fizz that I would want, but I tried to get some of that Chem Novatic, if I'm saying it right. They had a fizzy additive, and it tasted like ass to me.
Yeah, I tasted it. It's very... It's like I don't know if it's menthol, but it's definitely some kind of a minty menthol something.
Yeah, it ruined it. The first batch I made. It's like, nope. So I'm not really sure how to get the fizz in there that I want for this.
Have you tried soda base from Real Flavors?
I was just gonna suggest that.
2%.
I'll try a batch of that.
And have the Vape Train creaming soda. That wouldn't get there.
I don't have that one yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
good. I don't know that it has a fizzy sense to it.
So I just got it from Chef's over Thanksgiving.
I like the fizzy sherbet without the lemon. They could just bottle that fizzy out.
But soda base from Real Flavors has no flavor to it. There's no lemon.
It's a carbonation,
It's just got that. But at 2%, don't go higher, because then it explodes.
Okay. Awesome. Like
you got to shake up the bottle and the cap goes flying off.
I didn't think that action through before I performed it on camera, but you know what I meant.
But add that, and it just adds that little bit of a little bit of that fizz to it. Just a little trick.
And sweetener, you use Flavor West because that's the sweetener you like to use, Courtney, or?
Well, you can use pretty much any, but I get from the super sweet, the longer I've used it, the more it tastes like sweet and low to me. And I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I like Flavora sweetness. That tends to be, or flavor
too, but I don't get as much sweet taste from it.
Yeah.
So I just mix it up. It depends on what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it depends on the mix too. I guess for bakeries, sometimes I'll use more Flavor West, and then for kind of everything else, I tend to use Flavora, and I don't know why. I can't tell you why. That's kind of what I've figured out over time. Seems to work for my palate, but I really like it. Cool. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Looks good.
And
so do I have mine ready yet? Let me see. That was the whole thing. I didn't have mine ready.
You want me to get it?
I can get it in 2 seconds.
Let me see, but I think I have
it. Yeah, right there. I have it.
All right
here, Enchanted Forest. Oh wait, do somebody else want to go?
No, go for it. You got it. Go for it.
Yeah, I got it finally right here. Okay.
All right.
Well, I don't know what you said.
I say, we'll let you go before you lose it again. So.
Oh yeah, do it. Let me do it before. Yeah, because I'll lose it. Yeah, I would lose anything if I could. Okay, this is Enchanted Forest. Can you see it? Am I doing it?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, and I don't know. It's called Enchanted Forest because I'm using forest mix. No, forest. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, we'll scroll down and I'll tell you what we're using. Vape Train Forest Mix. And this is like a really nice forest mix. It's a little different from Flavor Arts Forest Fruits, or however they call it. Sometimes it's forest mix, sometimes it's forest fruits. This one's a little bit darker than, no, this is a mix more red berries and darker on the back end. So, hold on. I got this. So it's a little bit brighter than forest fruits. So I got it backwards. Forest fruit's a little bit darker, and this one's a little bit brighter. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Compared.
So this is yes. So flavor R is dark. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. Let me say it right. This concentrate is brighter than forest fruit. Forest fruit is a darker berries than this one. This one is brighter red berries on the front. Okay, there we go. I got it straight. So this is a cheesecake that I made, and I'm using the triple boom cheesecake. And I don't know, everybody correct me, and I think this is a Alfred pudding triple cheesecake. What do they call it? Trinity.
Trinity, cheesecake Trinity.
But I didn't know his percentages. I kind of went with my percentages. So if I'm wrong, Alfred, just tell me what they are. But anyway, this works really well. I did 3, 2, 1. Oh, I did. Wow. Okay. And it worked. I know I was playing with it in different variations. But this is what I ended up using. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. So the forest mixed berries, I used this in a vape train contest recipe that I had to mix up for the contest. And I fell in love with this flavor. Just the brightness of those red berries in the front. And I see everybody laughing at me. Please.
No, we're laughing. We're laughing at Pippa in the chat.
Oh, I can't see the chat. So, okay. So
Alpha's picking on you in chat.
Yeah,
okay,
she called you a heifer.
Oh, I am a heifer. I'm sorry, but she's the bigger heifer. But anyway. So I fell in love with this forest mixed berries. But to kind of, so I have this cheesecake, envision this cheesecake. And on top, you have all these lovely berries. And then you have it jammed up on top also. So I use the red raspberry jam from Vape Train. And to help with the deepness that's on the back end, flavor of boysenberry at just a low percentage, 0.25%. And it is yum. So that's it. That's my enchanted forest. Okay. So any questions?
Nice. I like it. So the jam, Tammy, does that kind of sit in the middle? Does the jam come out in the front of that vape, or does it kind of sit in the middle?
It's kind of in the middle, and the back end is more of the dark.
Yeah.
So in the front, you're getting that brighter berries, and so the jammy's kind of in the middle. That's kind of how I wanted it to be, was to kind of transition better with those, because I wanted that jammy note with that cheesecake, and I have to talk with my hands, everybody.
Yeah, I do too. I'm Italian. It's just the way it is.
We do that.
Yeah,
we do that.
Make sure I have the right chat up. Let me see what everybody's saying.
That's the thing we do.
Pornhub. What are we talking about? Pornhub. What are we saying?
Pornhub. What did I miss?
Oh,
hold on.
Is
this the chat?
Oh, I missed the whole Pornhub thing. Damn.
I think I have the chat up from last night. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we ain't talking about Pornhub. If so, I'm totally missing something here. I got live chat on.
I didn't have no. Okay, let's go.
Chat more often is what he's saying.
So did I do it? Did I do it wrong? The cheesecake Trinity?
No. Alfred said you nailed it.
Those are my percentages. Oh my gosh. Awesome, Alfred. I'm going to make sure that I did put your name in the notes that it was the Alfred Pudding Trinity, but I wasn't sure about the percentages, but I will go back and say that it is correct. This is the truth. So I will update that. So cool. We're good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Beans. All right.
And it is delicious.
Yeah.
That Trinity.
You put a good berry mix with cheesecake. Even the crappiest cheesecake it ends up being a pretty good mix. Like you can't go wrong with that combination. Like it's going to be a winner. If you let it steep, you're going to end up with something that you can certainly vape. So I went a little different. I went with not different for me because it's a cocktail.
You lush.
But
Eileen's gonna start on you now.
Yeah, man. Me and Eileen, we're soulmates like this.
Oh, I know.
All right, so coquito. I don't know if anyone's ever had this, but it's really interesting. I work with a physician, who he is from Puerto Rico. And every year, as a holiday gift, he gives out a homemade bottle of coquito, and it is so good. But when you pour it, it's like, blow, blow. It's like it's like so thick. It's so delicious and so good, and you can't drink a lot of it. It's meant to be like, like
it's
a
little sipping cocktail.
It's meant to be on like a little, almost like a little single shot glass that you just kind of hit, because it's not like a glass that you're gonna drink. It's like, it's really thick. It's almost like a custard, because his version, they add egg yolks. So, but the traditional doesn't necessarily have egg yolks in it. So what I did was I did a combination of Wonder Flavors coconut custard, which isn't really a custard. It's more of a light top note coconut.
Right.
And I did that at 2.5%. And then that's supported with some Flavora sweet coconut, because it usually has a coconut milk and coconut cream in the actual authentic drink. And for kind of the thick eggy base, I used, and this mix also does have a evaporated milk in it. So the closest thing that I could come up with was the Purlium condensed milk, and then just some Flavora eggnog. The cinnamon was kind of light on this, so I just tossed in a little more cinnamon, like a drop per 30 is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
VT light rum is perfect for this application, because in the authentic version, it is a light rum. It's not a spiced rum. It's not a, Malibu Bay Breeze rum. It is just a pure Puerto Rican,
a white rum. Yeah, just a plain white
pure
rum.
Puerto Rican light rum is what you're going to use here. And VT light rum is perfect for that application.
Yes.
It comes out in the back. And then the eggnog just kind of adds that dense egg note to it with a little bit of spice. So really good. It does take a little bit of steep. By day 2, it starts to come together, and by day 4 to 5, you have a pretty good vapable mix. It's really tasty, and I've really enjoyed it.
I can mix this.
Looks good.
I'm gonna mix that.
Oh,
you do it. You mix it, Courtney. You do
it's
it.
always exciting when you can mix them.
Yeah, it's always nice that someone says that, because now you're like, good, someone mix it and let me know what they think.
Yeah, drop a review on ATF. Not enough people drop reviews on ATF.
I do when I remember when I get around to testing, but I didn't like on the one you used the whiskey and the scotch, because it still tasted like a damp basement to me.
The RY4 one?
Because of the vape tray, not your mixing skill.
No. That complete. Which one was that? The Lodge Life?
The one you made with the I can't remember the name of it. It had the scotch in it though, the vape train scotch and some chocolate. What was that?
That was Lodge Life.
Yeah.
That was with RY4, and it definitely has a peat earthiness to it. Absolutely. Completely agree.
Yeah. And that's what I don't like about that one flavor, but I was hoping you found a way to work around it, and I tried, and it's like, nope, I still don't like this flavor.
No, it's still
that reminds me. I got to test that too. I'm glad you talked about that.
But I like that. I don't mind it. I find it different.
I've had it steeping Lodge Life.
But I could see completely where it would not be in your wheelhouse at all.
Yeah, it's like tobaccos, the real true tobaccos. You either love them or they taste like a barn lot to you.
Yep. Completely. And so the other thing I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about real quick, where is it? I know people are going to shoot me, but I just think it's worth talking about, is white chocolate peppermint. Has anyone worked with that? Have you guys worked with that?
No, I haven't at all.
Liquid Barn?
Yeah. Moose is going to turn off his camera.
I have it and I've smelled it, but
not your thing?
No.
You don't like it?
I'm not a minty pepperminty person.
What's wrong?
I used it on Fresh's show that one day.
Yeah,
it smells lovely.
So I think like this application of it, like if you're going to use it, it needs to be pretty much the main note, and you can kind of build around it. So here's a really good example. I think if people are looking for an example, a simple recipe that where is it? That I think demonstrates it. So this is Emily's. This is great because it's very simple. It's dark chocolate.
I like that.
I love VT dark chocolate. You don't need to use a lot of it. It adds kind of that dark back chocolatey note. It's perfect. She added it with a little bit of all the Irish creams. Flavora is also my favorite. I finally got it and I've done some single flavor testing comparing wise, and it is the one that I like. It doesn't have a boozy note, but from an Irish cream flavor profile, I think it does a great job, and you don't need to use a lot of it. And here's the thing, right? Emily went to 10%. You need to go 6 or above pretty much with this flavor, right? To get a pretty good, to get that flavor to be what it needs to be. But this is a great example of a simple mix and how to use that flavor, which I thought was really useful.
Heck yeah.
And then the only other thing I want to talk about real quick is where did I put it? We talked a little bit about I had your mix, Demented, which I thought was really good. Here it is. Eggnog fudge, which I thought was a great mix. Is this the one you're talking about?
No, but I made a mega mint on Fresh's show. It was like a hot white cocoa with that liquid.
Yeah,
and then I just added some more white chocolate and stuff to it.
But we've kind of talked a little bit about Flavora eggnog, which is kind of popular. And the thing about Flavora eggnog, and I'll let Courtney kind of talk a little bit about this, but the thing I like about eggnog is you can make it a main player, you can make it a back note, you can add it to a bakery, you can add it to a chocolate, mix thing, or you can make it as a beverage. Like, it's very versatile, and it's not just a holiday flavor, in my opinion. So I think if you're like, I don't want those holiday flavors. I don't want gingerbread. We're going to talk a little bit about capped gingerbread, because that's another flavor that can be used outside of what you think is a holiday recipe. But here's the recipe. If you want to talk about it, Courtney, that'd be great.
Okay. Yeah, I usually make fudge at the holidays. This year I've been lazy and didn't do it yet. But I really like eggnog, and I just, when I smelled that Vape Train Love and I got the white fudge base, I'm like, I've got to put these all together. Yep. And once again, I use the butter rum. It's been kind of like my Tabasco sauce. I've been putting that shit in everything.
It's like my golden syrup. That's what I use. Look, I put golden syrup in everything.
And the honeycomb and the golden syrup, it just depends on the recipe. I use them both a lot too. But this one, I thought the honeycomb would help, fluff it a little bit. And then, of course, the one-on-one marshmallow vanilla, because to me, that's a really good, marshmallow fluff flavor, and that's what you use to make fudge. Mm-hmm. So I use that and some of the white chocolate to just fill each other in. And I liked it, but I'm weird, too, so I don't always trust my own opinion.
Yeah, well, but that's the whole point, right? You're making stuff that you like and you would enjoy. And I love white chocolate fudge. Or white fudge. I just love it. So this would be great. I just think it's awesome. I really like it. Just so like the only thing I found is like the Wonder flavor is white fudge. Well, really good. I found it to be kind of light and not really, the volume of it was sort of thin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I added some stuff to it. None of them to me are really good standalones yet.
I agree.
None of them are just quite exactly what I'm looking for. I've been trying to get my hands on some of the ones from Chefs. I got their vanilla fudge, the Cupcake World, but I don't have the clouded.
That one is fantastic. The Cupcake World.
And I didn't have it when I made it.
Oh, wait till you try that. If you haven't tried it yet, Courtney. Oh my God, so good. You'll be like.
Okay, I may end up changing that recipe then.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, boop, you're out. Get out. You're in. Adam, do you have anything you want to share with us, Adam, hon?
Yeah, sure. I don't know if it's necessarily like a Christmas recipe, but it's definitely a nice recipe for the holidays, and
cool.
It's a nice desserty recipe.
Yeah.
And actually, Fresh tore it apart on his Monday show with Lumi.
Oh yeah.
Because Lumi's been talking this recipe up for like crazy. Like, she mixed it and she was like, "Oh my God, this is like the greatest thing I've ever vaped." And I was like, "All right, cool. Well, I guess I should make it public then if you like it." So that's all I needed was somebody to like it, I guess, besides me. So let me share screen. Pornhub's closed. Cool. All I have is the Bears score.
Yeah, Bears are winning 14-6, 9:26 to go in the third, and of course, because I got Aaron Rodgers today.
So yeah, this is Wilderness Girls, a Girl Scout Thin Mint cookie. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like the cookie is the cookie. The creme de menthe does the mint part. The double chocolate clear covers the chocolate part, and then I just dumped a bunch of Bavarian cream as kind of like a gap bridger, I guess. It kind of just fills in the space. Like it kind of adds a little bit of vanilla. It adds a little bit of just creaminess to an otherwise kind of like a dryish almost recipe without it. It just kind of was like the missing piece. And then your sweetener of choice, because cookies are sweet. I used to super sweeten it, but I've made it with the ECX sucralose sweetener before at like 0.75 or 1% or something like that. And it was just as good. But it's a real simple 8% or whatever. And it tastes good off the shake, but after 2 days, it's even better, I feel. And
I'm thinking that super sweet would probably tone down the creme de menthe a little bit too. The creme de menthe is like super minty, but for as much as I hate minty vapes, I think that would actually, help. The ethyl maltol and the super sweet will lower it.
Yeah, and it pairs nice with that FA cookie. It just rounds everything out kind of nicely. And I don't know, when I make this recipe, I can't stop vaping. It's the only thing I'll vape for like 3 days, and then I'm like, I'll realize like, oh my god, I've been vaping mint for 3 days. I should probably switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, Eileen was giving her definition of what bears are.
Oh?
Yeah.
I don't have the chat.
You're not missing nothing.
Don't read. Don't.
No, I'm not even gonna read it.
I know it's tempting.
It is tempting, but no.
But yeah, super simple recipe with ingredients that most people have. So
yeah, that's
mix
awesome.
it up. Leave me a comment.
That's awesome.
Tell me what you guys think.
So I just want to kind of talk a little bit about Flavor West creme de menthe.
Sure.
So people will often kind of compare it to Flavora, and you'll often see people use a little bit of both.
Yep.
Have you tried Flavora's creme de menthe, Adam?
I have not, so that's why I'm using the the Flavor West. But I would like to try that one.
I love Flavor West. It was the first one I used, and I think like this mix is a great example of kind of how to use it, because I think the creams, the mix I'm going to show you, is a nice way. Like for you, Frank, this might be a mix that would let you kind of
Frank-friendly mint.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Because this was one of the first ones that I made. Now I do like mint, but in fairness, this is just Emily's "Here Come the Boys," and I think it's a great example. Have you ever?
I don't have the creme de menthe from Flavor West, but I'm familiar with this recipe, and yes, that'd be one that I would probably be able to handle.
I've passed this recipe a million times, but I don't have that Cap's French vanilla.
I have the Cap French vanilla. I have everything but the creme de menthe.
I suspect
3 out of 4 ain't bad, but yeah.
Do you have a French vanilla, Adam?
I have, I think, TPA's French Vanilla Deluxe.
I don't know if that would work, because
I don't know if I have any other like French vanillas. I have a ton of just regular vanillas, but nothing like French vanilla, which is definitely a different breed of vanilla.
If you have TPA's French Vanilla Deluxe, you might be able to use that here. Maybe anyway, but it's a great flavor. Like you're thinking creme de menthe and banana. I'm telling you, it is really good.
Well, anytime you throw, like Beth has been pestering the hell out of me to make a mix that I made a while ago, and I don't even like it, but she does. So it's like, all right, I got to mix it again, and I still have everything for it. It's basically what do you call it? Like a marshmallow banana, like a toasted marshmallow banana type thing, and she loves it. And it's like, all right, well, I guess I got to make it again.
Emily said I could use anything dark and spicy vanilla.
Yeah, like Cap vanilla custard or TPA vanilla custard. TPA vanilla custard's got pretty much the same acetylpropanol amount that Cap French vanilla does. It's very buttery.
Gotcha.
Cool. You got anything, Mr. Moose?
Hell no.
You want to share with the world?
No.
Any cereals and yogurt you want to,
Nope.
throw out there? Okay.
You ain't getting shit.
Well, I'll go ahead and I'll throw mine up in there. What I did here, of course, in honor of Courtney, I had to go down the rabbit hole. Not really in honor of her, just I don't have, it's what I fucking do.
Yeah, but every time we say that, people get the wrong idea about the damn hole.
Hey, well, that's what we want them to get the wrong idea. It was more fun that way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically, I was Googling, holiday, basically holiday recipes, holiday desserts from around the world, and this one caught my eye: old-fashioned Yule log. Basically, what I did here was, copy and pasted the story of the actual Yule log itself. Christmas tradition among the French. It dates back to the 19th century. The cake represents the Yule log that families would burn starting on Christmas Eve. The burning of the Yule log symbolized the new year to come and would bring good luck to the family. While no one is positive on exactly how the Yule log turned into a cake, everyone can agree it's a delicious tradition we never want to end. Basically, what I did here, the cake itself, because I wanted a chocolate cake, and I figured the one that I found that would work best here is just using a chocolate glazed donut from Flavor Art, because you get that cakey chocolate, note, and then for the outer chocolate covering, I went with the chocolate base clear and the VT dark chocolate just to darken up, sweeten it up a little bit more, and get you that. Like the dark chocolates always has like a little bit of bitterness to it, and it plays well here. And for the center, for the creamy middle, I used the pudding base and the fresh cream, because it's the actual recipe calls for a heavy whipping cream. So I figured the fresh cream is kind of on the heavier side, and after the pudding, make it a little bit denser. And then the Madagascar and the butter and just accents to have it all emulsify together. And then a little bit of sweetener, because it is a cake, so you want to put a little bit of sweetness to it. And then the powdered sugar, in the actual picture, there's a little bit of powdered sugar on top. And I didn't, obviously, I wasn't going to throw the cranberries on there, because it's just something you pick off. It's not something you really want in the mix. They're just there for show.
That would piss me off.
Okay.
Do you have Vape Train sweet cream, Frank?
I don't think I have that one.
Emily was saying try that for a denser cream.
Oh, okay.
And it is good, a really good one.
Or just have vanilla custard V2.
Yep, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I could do that one too. Yeah, I wasn't going down that road, but yeah, that would work too.
It's so underrated.
Yeah.
It just also help you kind of consolidate a couple of flavors if you wanted to. I think VT pudding is great for a thickener, so I think that was a smart move, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great. It doesn't have a lot of flavor, but it is good to add like that thickness to it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I like FA chocolate glazed donut. I think it's one of the few things that are actually
I do too.
That are pretty good, actually. It's pretty decent.
Oh, thank you. Let's see, so far 21 people have looked at it in a couple hours, so who knows? Maybe the numbers will get all skewed and it'll end up in the top 10.
You can make me a real one too, if you don't mind. I've always wanted to have a real one. It's just too much work.
Eileen wants me to say heavy whipping cream again.
Yeah, she wants you to
heavy whipping cream.
Slow. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, damn right.
You do.
That looks good though.
This is a troll's job. Oh no.
Oh, Dad, didn't you like take voice classes so you don't sound like you're from the Bronx? And I like the Bronx accent, so I'm like, why would you get rid of that?
Well, it's actually more of a South Jersey accent. It's more of a Philly than a Bronx, but you hear when I get wound up.
Get rid of that. I'm weird though. We've established that.
That's why demented works in your case.
So the only other flavor I wanted to kind of talk about a little bit is a holiday flavor. Don't cringe, Moose. You'll be all right. You'll make it through. You'll be okay. Is Cap gingerbread, because I think that it's a great versatile flavor in that people think it's just for gingerbread cookies. Come on, Moose, you got to get on with me with this one, because it's more like a candy gingerbread, has sort of a syrup almost, like a gingery syrup. So
what is this?
Cap gingerbread.
Oh, yeah, that's just weird.
Do you not like ginger? What's your problem?
No, it's good. It's definitely good.
Yeah.
It's bright on the I guess the ginger part of it, and then you kind of get the texture or the lacking texture that it has.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's convincing.
Yeah. I think so I think it has a lot of versatility. So it's sort of another flavor that isn't just for Christmas time sort of things. But like, so here, let me pop up a recipe so you kind of see what I'm talking about.
Go
ahead.
Don't be generic and use it with Capella sugar cookie. That's just a big, huge no-no. Use it with like funnel cake and something else. It's actually pretty good with the funnel cake.
Yep. In this case, they used it in a latte, which I think was smart.
Yeah, as a dusting.
Well, he used it at 3%. So this is Dad's. This is Dad's cold. This is Dad's
for Capella flavor.
Pole dancing ginger.
Nice.
Which I think
I love that.
But so he talks about the gingerbread here. Capella did a good job with this flavor. It does get weird if you go too high, but here it blends well and gives the coffee that ginger syrup we're looking for. It is basically a bakery, but it disguises itself very well and mimics what it intends to. It's not overly spicy and does not take over the seasonal aroma. It's perfect. So we've got a little brown sugar, good old cappuccino by Flavor West, some creme fraiche, some cap French vanilla, and then he uses 3% cap gingerbread and a little TPA marshmallow. So I bet you this is like something that most people could mix, and it's probably a pretty tasty mix. Yeah. So
he's saying cap gingerbread at 3%, and that's not going high with it. I'm like, damn it, what is considered high then for cap gingerbread?
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
5 is that. That's where I got the weird shit from.
Yeah.
How is that Flavor West cappuccino? Is Flavor West cappuccino any good? I've never tried it before.
Yeah.
It's not that one.
Yeah, I have not either, so I'd be curious. But I suspect that's probably an older recipe. Let's see if we can see when that mix was. But
yeah, I think the only cappuccino I have is TPAs, and I haven't used it yet because it's
I
poured it on a whim, and I was just like, this one will probably sit here and never get opened.
It was
created. Not bad.
It was created in 2016. This recipe. So
okay.
The OS do-it-yourself, the Cafe Napoleon's really good too, but it's pricey. If you want like a good caramel creamy coffee, God, that stuff's good.
Who is that by?
The OS do-it-yourself, isn't it? Or no, it's Flavor Shack. Flavor Shack. I get those two mixed up.
There's TPA cappuccino.
It's a Cafe Napoleon.
Ooh.
That's dark.
Yeah, and Emily mentions about the caramel coffee with sweet milk, from Perillium. Yeah, that one's.
Yeah, that's good.
That would have been my choice. Yeah. With that would be my.
But the Cafe Napoleon, the pure caramel coffee, I've noticed it does come with like its own sweetener in it. It seems like, and the Cafe Napoleon doesn't have that. So if you don't want a lot of sweetener in it, it's just like it's hard in one of the places you don't go to, and you hardly ever want to spend the buttload of money for their little testers. But
yeah,
it's good.
All right.
I'm muted. And I'm saying here, it's good. It's really good. That Cafe Napoleon, that's what I'm talking about. And that is what is used with RY4 Double to make Holy Grail is Cafe Napoleon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wait, say that. What? You would use
it to make a Holy Grail. They use Cafe Napoleon.
Oh, really?
Yes. That one shot.
Interesting.
So if you know the secret to that one shot, you can make Holy Grail. And I was told the secret to that, but I have to mix it and make sure. But it was something weird like TFA caramel cappuccino. Were we just talking about that too? Caramel cappuccino? Oh no, they were talking about Flavor West.
Yeah.
And TFA caramel cappuccino and some flavor art caramel and cream fresh. I have it written down. I want to mix it and see if it really works because it didn't seem like the right percentages to me. but it may be. I don't know.
Cool.
I'll let you know.
All right. We got anything else here, Frank?
I don't think so too much. Yeah, Sid was just saying out there in chat that Jen Jarvis is going to be donating to the Chance to Score as well. So
awesome.
Nice.
So that'll be good. Yeah, well, one thing yesterday, I did get a chance to meet the people from Safada, and rather interesting. Andrew O'Bright, who is a Connecticut-based advocate. He's I knew him from just chatting with a very vocal vaporist, Christine. So we got to meet, and for the life of me, I should have grabbed her card, the woman who is the chairperson that is in Washington, and we're talking about. She really surprised me because she was like, well, if you DIY, you're safe. And I'm like, how do you figure? And I mentioned about Socrates, about what's going on in Greece. And it's like, he just, they clamped down on it over there. And she's like, well, you won't have a problem here. I'm like, well, what about the nicotine? Oh, well, you'll still be able to get your nicotine. It's like, I was arguing with her. I'm like, that's not the point. And it's like, we need a free access for everybody, especially, us as DIYers, but then people that are making the switch over, that are finding that, a bottle of e-liquid 60 mils for $20 is a little bit out of their price range, where they can go get a pack of generic cigarettes for, $3.50, $4. Yeah, Tommy, that's right. April. Yep, that was her. And are
they getting cigarettes for $3?
Over here, here, if you want the generics, you can get them here. Yeah, I see at the gas station all the time. You're $32, $35 a carton for some kind of cheap crap.
That's not New York prices.
Well, no.
Ain't Jersey prices either.
Hell no.
Chicago.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
I think they're 13 or $14 in the city.
Yeah. But I was just surprised that she came back like that. Like, oh, well, you have nothing to worry about. Like, we all have stuff to worry about. We all have to continue to advocate. We just had one postponed, a flavor ban out on Long Island. Greg Conley and a couple other members of CASAA went out there
in Suffolk. Yep.
Yeah, Suffolk County, Eastern Long Island, where the pretty people live, in the Hamptons. And they had brought in 2 busloads of children to testify at this hearing. So obviously, there's someone paying people off to bring in, yeah, exactly, Wade. Yeah, $5 to $8 a pack. I don't know about 8. Maybe you're getting like the American Spirits or something. I don't know. I assume like $4.50, $5 for regular ones. Oh, JJ's Wholesale. Oh, I'm sorry, Sin. Okay, all right, I got you. Yeah, I had it mixed up. Yeah, JJ's Wholesale. That's the dude from Florida. All right, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I know who he is. He's cool. But yeah, so it just surprised me that.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Because there was something I've been wondering kind of about this. Everybody's saying how if it goes into effect, it's not really going to affect us in the do-it-yourself community. But am I the only one that thinks that it won't like shut us down, but how many of these flavor houses are really going to need 100 different flavors for the general candy and soda beverage industry? And, are we going to be enough to actually keep it worth them giving us all those different flavors? So that's one thing I do worry about if it goes into effect.
I worry about that. I worry about the access of us getting the nicotine.
Yeah.
That's the big thing right there. And we talked about a couple other things about, if there's one concession that we could make would be in the Nick salt side of things. Do we really need 50 milligram Nick salt?
No.
H to the no.
Yeah, exactly. What's the TPD? 24, I think it is the highest you can get in Nick salt.
Oh, I thought that was freebase.
It might be.
I don't know. I don't know what they've
I think freebase is 48, isn't it, over there?
Oh, really? Oh, you mean how much you can get? Yeah, that could be. That could be Frank.
All right, Ian's saying 20 milligram. 20 milligram. Is that with freebase or is that the salts? If it's just 20 with salts, if that's going to make them happy, here, fucking take it. You can have it. You win that one. You know, you can have that one little battle if that's going to get your dick hard. You know, it's not a big deal. You know, if that's what you want, have at it. But as far as everything else, like, I love the fact that I can go online right now, place an order with Carolina Extracts, and in 4 days have, you know, 120 ml bottle of 100 milligram nicotine. You know, it's
shout out to Carolina Extract.
Exactly. You know, Wake Forest, North Carolina. But yeah, since saying 50 milligrams excessive, for salts, absolutely it is. There's no reason, you know, that's what's in the Juul pods. It's 50 milligram. And one of my daughter's friends they just got off the Juul pod, and they got that, was it Novo from Smoke, the little pod and the refillable.
Yeah.
And they're throwing 50 milligram in there. They got, because I said, well, you know, I said, let me see that bottle of juice. And I looked at it. I see it's 50 milligram. I said, you might as well just fucking buy a Juul pod. I see you're refilling it, but you're still vaping 50 milligram. I mean, so it's really, I mixed them up 10 milligram freebase, and I said, here, try that in your pod. See how you like it. And I made it a 60-40. Because I was looking them up, and actually I looked at Daniel's video review on it just to see, because a lot of times he'll mention with the pods what's a good percentage to run through them, whether they're going to leak or they're going to go ahead and they're going to jam up if you run them too thick. Yeah, that's right, Vape Rust Vape. 2018 invasion of the pod people. It has been this year.
I got one too.
I just have to answer this
I
text
had to
my
get one
daughter.
and try to make recipes for it. You kind of need one if you're going to make a recipe.
Yeah.
She wants to get a damn nose ring. I'm like, no, she's not getting it.
Little eye care, yep. No nose rings for your daughter. Okay.
No.
Does she have a cute nose for it?
You know what?
It don't matter. Why would she want to ruin a perfectly good nose? There's already 2 holes in it. You don't need a third.
Wait, does she have a belly button ring yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you turn Juul pods into jewelry, such as a nose ring, you deserve that jewel. More power to you.
It's just funny. She say it's her body. It's like, no, it's still mine until you're 18.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why my piercings came out, because my kids started getting old enough to want them. Oh, my eyebrow ring and my tongue ring. It's like, I'm getting too old for this shit. It's gotta go.
Yeah.
It's funny, Courtney.
Wade says Juul has put a thorn up our DIY journey. I mean, the company Juul itself, they've kind of sold us out a little bit to save their own ass. But I don't know. It's just, Juul is a good product for what its intended use was. The marketing aspect, I don't see where they really, where they marketed the kids. I mean, but I guess I really wasn't paying attention to Juul until all hell broke loose. So I'm not sure what their marketing was prior to that. I heard that they did have some questionable marketing when they first came out.
Their marketing now is to quit smoking. That's who they're. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard on the radio the new Juul.
Yeah, I certainly heard the ads, and that's perfect. That's exactly what we need, and it's great that they're actually allowed to have those commercials, because tobacco products you're not allowed to advertise. So for them to be allowed to do that, I'm ready to fucking kill this kid.
Blowing you up.
She's gonna keep going at it.
Yeah, well now Beth was just like, "Are you going to let her get her nose ring?" I said, "No."
Ben,
and of course, I'm being annoying, and I'm being told it's like, "You kiss my ass."
Oh!
She's going to be 16 in 2 months. I told her, it's like, your body's mine until you're 18.
Oh, they're not going to stop.
No.
Oh, that was just Beth saying, okay, because I guess Paige was starting to get on her. And she's like, get it or not? I said, no. And she's like, all right.
Go ask your father. No. Go ask your mother. No.
Yeah, she knows. Like, nope.
Yeah, somebody said, Frank, you should get a nose ring instead.
Yeah, right? I'll get a bull ring right here, right? Get big, thick, big, thick gauge bull ring, 14 karat gold, just hanging down.
Then
I gotta move it out of the way to drink something because it'll,
Hey Frank, my client's here. I'm gonna run outside right quick. If I don't make it back by the time the show ends, love you guys.
All right, brother.
Should be back.
Adam, thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, exactly, JTH. I'm just thrilled to hear a vapor-related device, on the radio. Exactly. Oh, I'm the worst. She hates me. Great, I win.
Awesome.
Ben say nose rings are hot. Well, you get one, Ben. You're leading vape model down there in Australia. I want to see you get one.
If they don't hate you at least once as you're raising them, you're not doing it right.
You mean if they don't hate me once in a
week? The nose ring is it grows up. It does grow up. And if you let her get one, make sure I would put a limit on how big it is. That it could
I'm putting a limit on how big it is. 0. And not the gauge either, because I know 0 gauge is like fucking big. Yeah. Yeah, get a magnetic fake one. Yeah, there we go.
Tell her to get her cartilage pierced. She probably already does.
No, she already has that.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, Randy's the vape model of Tennessee. There you go. He's the Nashville vape model.
Awesome.
All right, gang. Well, reiterate one more time. You have 1 week left. Next Sunday, we're doing the big drawing for all the good shit we have to give away. Everyone gets to donate. Oh, good. I'm glad you're crying, Paige.
The happy fucking holidays part.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm cussing too much today.
It's okay. That's what this show's all about. Yeah, we have 1 week left. Next Sunday, basically, we're not going to be talking about Mixin. We're just going to be giving stuff away all day, for an hour or so. Oh, Tommy, you're the best international vape model. Are you kidding? Get me excited every time I see you on the Instagrams. So, go to St. Jude's. The link's in the description. Here, I'll put it up in chat one more time so everyone can see it. Do I still have it? Here it is. Yep. Copy there. Where are we at here? Oops. I'll find it. Here we go.
Who's Pippa calling a heifer?
Probably you.
Probably. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What did I do now?
I don't know.
It's either you or me, Tammy. That's how.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, you got it up there too. Okay. Okay, you did it through the Instagram. Okay, and I put the link up, and I said just donate. Email me, daytimefrank@gmail.com. I'll get you in. Got a big Google document going. Everyone that donates, they're manually putting them all in there.
I got it now.
So we got coils, we got mods, we got RDAs, we got all kinds of stuff. We got
full line of Wonder
Flavors,
right?
Full line of Wonder Flavors. We got a pod system.
That's a big one.
The Soaring Air. So that one, I still have to figure out how we're going to put the prize packs together. As far as what's going to go in what. Obviously, there's going to be a DIY pack with the Wonder Flavors and what else? What kinds? What kind of shit I'm throwing in there? Oh my God! Stop it! I'm getting thrown out. I'm getting thrown off now. Yeah, we have a DIY pack with the Wonder Flavors in there, and oh shit, there's other stuff going to be in there. Trust me, I'm just losing my train of thought right now. Like vaping with Nikki B's, doing 5 shirts and 5 vape towels for 5 winners.
Oh, nice.
Say the Dead Rabbit's going to go in a pack. Let's see, a couple of mech mods. If you win a mech mod, I'm going to have you I'm going to create a basically an electronic waiver that you can sign and send back. This way, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing with them and you put a shitty battery in there and you end up being a statistic, not my problem. Please, no battery safety. So if you happen to win a mech mod and you're not comfortable with it, let me know and I'll swap it out for something else.
Oh, Adam's got money.
Yeah, I thought my client was bringing me a check, but he just paid me in cash. So I was like,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
200 bones.
There you go.
Yep.
Adam, anything you want to add before we head on out of here?
Donate to Frank's raffle. That's it. Do it. Give to the kids. Whatever you can.
Exactly.
I'm not going to pimp myself out. Fuck that.
And there is another raffle out there that I've learned about through the Instagrams. There's a Toys for Tots raffle going on. Apparently, that there's, I guess it's got pretty big. There's I think Tony B's involved in it, and a few other larger reviewers. And I mean, if you have the extra money and you want, you already donated here, go ahead and throw something over there. Kids, Toys for Tots is a good one. Always, it's sponsored by U.S. Marine Corps. Always everybody can always use your help this time of year. You happen to go past Walmart and you see the kettle out there. If you got a couple of coins to throw in there, I always try to at least throw $1 or $2 anytime I go to Walmart.
Amen.
Stop making a goddamn mess in the toys department. Not that hard.
This is true.
Courtney, where can people find you, hon?
I'm at Flavor Pro and on Facebook. Pretty much the Flavor Pro group or the website. She has her own. I'm on there sometimes when it's cooperative.
And you're on
and Discord.
On all the flavors and ELR is Dimension 76.
Oh, yeah. I need more coffee. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
And you're on the Vixens tonight, right?
No. I was just filling in.
Oh, okay.
Sundays are usually when my kids come and go, so Sundays would not work for me to be on there all the time.
He's on Wednesday night on.
Yeah,
on Flavor Pro on Wednesday nights.
Flavor Pro, yeah.
You're welcome back anytime. And
absolutely, yeah,
absolutely.
welcome.
We'll add you to the messenger group, and if you can come, you'll just let us know.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely do that. Yeah,
I'll be back at some point. It's just Sundays my kids come out.
Yeah, absolutely. So next week we're doing the raffle. The following week we're gonna do like a year-end best of, figure something out along the way. Oh damn! What the hell's a water heater doing on the roof? Is that the way they design them houses over there in Greece? No wonder why they got problems.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. How does that happen?
Well, at least it didn't bust, so that's a good thing because that would suck. That'd make a real mess. All right, gang, let's get the hell out of here. Football on, getting down towards the end of the season. My team, needs divine intervention once again, but hopefully no, I'm going to kill her. I'm just going to ignore her.
My game is tied right now.
I don't have a team.
14.
Oh shit.
Stupid Packers. Yeah.
Spoilers, because they ain't got nothing to root for.
No, they got nothing to play for. Yeah, we play tonight, 8:20 Eastern against the Rams out in LA. St. Nick back under center.
All right.
We just have nothing left though.
Everybody's get on out of here.
Yeah, everybody. Have a good one, everybody. We will see you next week for the good old raffle.
Yeah.
Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.